G'day everyone, welcome to Eagle Review. Been missing for a few weeks. Some people have really enjoyed that, others not so much. Tom Roach, what a game to review coming back into the fray.
Pleasure to be back, Thumper. Great game on the weekend. My old side, the Tigers really put up to the Eagles, but we got over the line.
Some of your favourite plays of the game?
I thought Pritis' handballs in the last quarter, those little deft touches that he gave to our player. Great effort from Pritis.
They were inspirational. What about the contest with 2 minutes to go where Shannon Hearn was on Robin Nahas and had Jack Riewoldt with no opponent? It was 2-on-1, Hearn winning that contest. It was amazing to be at that game, and just the atmosphere there was unbelievable at Etihad.
Yeah, great effort from Shannon. Probably ended up winning the game for us with that contest.
Let's get straight into the show. Enough talking. Unfortunately, it's injury news to kick off the show once again. Josh Kennedy, superstar forward, set to miss up to 12 weeks with an ankle injury. Surgery, in fact. That's now the top three goal kickers from last year. That is Nikoski, Lacroix and Kennedy. 147 goals gone from last year, Roachy.
Yeah, it's a worry. It's a worry, Thumper. I think we've done very well so far to cover the goals. You know, we've tried to cover Lacroix, we've tried to cover Nikoski. So far we've been doing it, but can we cover the big fella? I
think there's some big tests coming up for the likes of Scotty Lycett and co coming into the side, maybe Fraser McInnes. What about how courageous JK was to get back on the ground and play this out? I once came off in a footy game because I had a hole in the sock. It was a bit too much rubbing going on.
Yeah,
couldn't handle it.
That is soft, Thumper.
Yeah, I know. It's not great.
No, you don't want a blister.
More injury news. Mitch Brown set to miss up to a couple of weeks with a scratched eye. Bit stiff from the bloke, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, he's been stiff. He seems to come down with some funny injuries. He's been injured his whole career so far. Let's hope this will be the last injury for him.
Yeah, the late call-up and then coming in, playing 5 minutes. Yeah. Devastating for the kid. Will Schofield set to miss a couple of weeks also with suspension, if you look at the screen, with a hit on Jack Riewoldt.
Yeah, look, a bit silly there from Scully. A little bit of anger, but I do know Jack quite well. And
do you want to hit him too?
Yeah, at times you do want to hit Jack, so he might have deserved that one, but still a bit silly from Scully.
Straight from the horse's mouth of the Tigers, man. Daniel Kerr, wow, that was fantastic to watch. Not only was it his 28 disposals that just dazzled us, but it was just the way he got him and the impact on the contest that he's having. Back to his best, would you say?
Yeah, I reckon back to his best. I mean, that's Kerr at his best. He's a bulldog. He goes hard, and look, he just got us over the line.
Hard as nails, that bloke. Look, credit where credit's due. Richmond played fantastically well on the weekend. Not really what you'd see from a 1-4 side. They did push us, coming off that Hawthorn game. Credit where credit's due. The mark and goal from Jack Riewoldt, fantastic. But just to be upstaged by this absolute cracker from Beau Waters. But how was Bruce's comment?
He's never done that before in his life!
I'm sorry, what was that?
Looking for Podsy Adley. Oh! That's a cracker!
Swing and a miss there, Bruce.
Brucey, you've got that one wrong, buddy.
All right, we're going to move on. Gee, there are a ton of people going down on the weekend. Real physical game. Left, right and centre. Blokes hitting the turf. I think Jack Darling caused most of them, even one to his own teammate.
Yes, you know, he's a black belt and he's a big unit. You put those two together, there's going to be carnage.
Gee, oh shucks. The comments from Ash Smith during the week, geez, they were heartwarming about Jack Darling.
From where he came from and the media hype that he had before he got drafted and all the things that people said he was a bit of a bad boy and mucked up and stuff like that. But yeah, he's really turned everything around and he's taken his opportunity down there. And even with Joshy not out there on the weekend for a bit, he stepped up and kicked 4 goals and probably won us the game. So.
Nice. They were very nice comments. Good work, Ash Smith. Good to see another Star Wars fan out there, Sam Butler, putting on the Yoda tackle on the weekend, as I like to call it.
Yes, you're an absolute geek. I know it's one of your favourite Star Wars, along with Twilight and Harry Potter, but come on, mate, let's get some courageous marks that he took in the footage.
I don't really think you had to say it like that, but yeah, let's just move on. Andrew Embley, obviously very sad with the shoulder surgery, but I think he's trying to work himself back into the team in sneaky ways. What about this on the weekend?
Jeez, that's a dead ringer.
Isn't it? You know, kicking out the balls from the goals.
It's putting in.
He's dead keen. And that made us have a look at even more photos taken on match days. And we've seen him even more.
He's everywhere.
He's in the crowd here.
He's with Rick the Rock here.
Oh, isn't he loving Rick? He's even hanging out on the scoreboard saying hello to Aussie. I think he looks like Godzilla in that picture. But anyway, it's good to see him around.
Good on your whack.
Moving along, big game this weekend against the Roos. Let's look at the teams now. Extended interchange, of course, being a Sunday game. Brad Shepherd been named for his first game of the year, as to a Scott Lycett, Pat McGinnity. Good to see Eric McKenzie back to plug some more defensive gaps we're going to have. And Jacob Brennan, Murray Newman named for their very first game for the club.
Yes, good to see Murray. I played footy with Murray at the Swannies. He's been going really well the last few weeks. He's a small forward and he's been kicking a couple of goals.
Match winner for the week. This is who I'm going to lock in. Bunga Hearn. You're tagging a bloke off the halfback flank. Here's a hint. That's how important he is and how much he can damage you. He breaks the lines with a kick out from fullback. He's just an absolute workhorse, both ends of the ground.
Look, he's a great player, and if you've got to tag someone that's playing a defensive role, it's a very hard job to do.
Speaks volumes. Who you got? Anyone better?
Yeah, I've got Coxie. He's been pretty good this year without starring. I think with JK going down, he might have to go forward, and I can see him slotting a couple, and obviously in tandem with Nick and the ruck. I think Coxie could be BOJ this week.
Good work, Roachy. Good return to form, as always. Don't forget, Coats for a Cause this weekend. Bring in your jackets, clothing, anything like that. Have the past players on the gates.
Yeah, bring them along. Bring the jackets. Bring the hats. Bring the beanies. Keep people warm during winter.
Well added, mate. We'll see you next week.